Hi, sisters and brothers. Eddie Marcus here, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. That means you. Today, I got this message for my brothers and sisters, the human race. To each of us, wherever we are, even here in America, men and women, black and white, straight hair and curly hair, blue eyes and dark eyes, eyes and no eyes, Americans, Asians, Africans, Russians, wherever you are, I want to speak to you. I want you to know what you don't know. We are all just people, and we were made by the same power now as just people. And we were made made by another power for a purpose. And we all look different for various reasons. How wonderful it is for us to have our differences, to see something other than ourselves. Magnificent. As great as we are, look at that. And everyone, every individual across this globe is unique. You are here for a purpose to engage yourself in the process of life. As you were being created, it was designed in such a way that every last one of us might live in peace, that we might be prosperous in our living, that we would be free, that we would be happy and joyous, that we, every last one of us, were designed in such a way that we would be fulfilled in this life and that we would be satisfied. And the result of that is that we would live our dreams. That it was designed that way. Now, in order to set in motion what was outside of just what has been described, but engaged as part of it, the earth exists in all of its magnificence, for which wherever we are associated and acquainted. And in that, the resources that are used to do whatever humankind, whatever you and I have been doing, came with the earth as free as the air we breathe. That was by creation. That, my friend, by creation. And in that, all of us having this instilled in us, this desire, this lust as individuals, we come into a world already corrupted. And so what we were designed to be is asleep because the introduction is something totally different. And wherever you are, the introduction brings into your knowledge and understanding and action what you see, what you're taught. And so, as individuals all over this globe, we are enslaved, we are controlled, we are manipulated, we are what we have been created by our environment to be. And it is what it is. But it is not what it was designed to be for you. You tricked, lived a lie all your lives. So have I. And so when I came forward to speak to you, I told you, wanted you to know that I am just like every last one of you on the face of the earth. I'm a slave. And I've worked for the devil just as you, and many of us are still working for the devil unknowingly, many of us knowingly. But I wanted you to know that I know the devil. And when I come to you, I'm not coming really to see how I can profit in this system. I know how to profit in this system. Like I said, I know the devil. I know how to profit in this system. But this system is a cake. It's a big lie. The whole world is a big lie because it's not what the creation designed to be. You are not being what you were created to be. You are what they tell you to be, what they shaped you up to be, not what you are. And so there is not happiness across the board. There's not joy across the board. There is not satisfaction in life across the board. There's pain, there's suffering. And every crooked thing you can imagine happens everywhere. And the evidence of it is that everywhere there's poverty. Everywhere there's crime, even when it's everything's set up to prevent crime except the right thing. Just totally corruption because you don't know the truth. The truth is what I shared with you. You were made by another power. And the reason that that does not exist is because there have been those who have said they could do better than God. They can do better than God. And so they have infiltrated their own ideas into the plan of life. And they have taken power. Taken, what I mean by taken it from God because the power of life on earth really comes through you. But you don't know it. Those who do rip you off by causing you to be ignorant to the power. And as they cause you to be ignorant, it's usurped from you for them. They call that the power. The one that runs everything. The one that makes the rules, that makes the regulations, that determine whether you got food on your table or not. Whether you live in a house or sleep in the winter at a garbage dump on a blue tent. See, all of these things are people who have said that they know better. And they've convinced you that their way, the way that they're telling you is the best way. Not only is it the best way for you, but it's the best way around the world if they could open their eyes and see. In the pain and suffering that you got, you sit there and can believe that that might be. And if you don't believe it, you're taught that there's something worse than everything, and that's death. Why? Because when you die, you're going straight to hell, they say. You're going to be burned and you're going to go through this kind of stuff because you have not been good on earth. But then you've gone to church, you've paid tithes and offerings, but you still are going to burn. Well, even if you thought you rode on God's shoulders, you're going to be scared. Why? Because you don't know the truth. You just know what somebody told you, and you are confused and messed up. But I want you to know that I am not awakened to participate as, again, as trying to prove that I'm somebody here. I once committed a crime against the people of this state, I suppose. I took money from an employer and gave it away. Yes. Was I supposed to do that? No. I think they might have tried to call it embezzlement or, no, I don't, maybe it's thick enough to be embezzlement. They got another term. I don't really know what it was, but the fact of it is I took some money that did not belong to me and gave it to some other people. And then having done that, I went to the employer and say, hey, I took your money. I gave it away. Why? They asked. Because I want to be arrested. Arrested? You into drugs or something? I want to be arrested. So we went down to the police station and filed a complaint. for me to be arrested. And at the appropriate time, I was arrested. Why did I want to be arrested? Because I wanted to speak to you. I wanted to speak to you that the stuff that I'm telling you is absolutely true. And it's worth me putting my life on the line, knowing that if you could accept it, you would be exactly what I shared with you. And if you don't, I'd have to pay the price. And it was okay because it was worth it, because my mission here is to get you to see the truth as it has been shown to me. And even if you did not accept what anything I said, regardless of when, there would be a record, there would be a documentation that that young man stood before the country trying to speak a truth to a people that were asleep. He ended up had to pay a price for trying to do it. And I wanted that record to be there. And that record is there today as I sit here, whatever, and tell you about the life that you're living. It's nothing but a bunch of jam. Someone is benefiting. It's not you. I bet there are those of you who seen people go crooked, like in America. I bet there are some people in America call themselves good. And they see politicians, senators, they see representatives go into government promising that they're going to do right by the people, by the rules, and go over there and follow evil. What people, they wouldn't imagine that that would have happened. Look at the